Hi, I'm sorry this is bobbing. My good tripod is out in the coach, and I'm I was out in the garden. Now, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone here, folks. I am going to prep some vegetables for Pickle Lily, which is a kind of relish. And I'm going to prep the rest of my zucchini for the freezer. But let's start with the Pickle Lily because it's the Pickle Lily is a 2-day process from what I gather. I have never made this before. And my vegetables are all washed. I'm calling this kitchen sink Pickle Lily Oh, that's wonderful. Hi. I'm sorry if I don't see the chat very well, but this lily, a person or a plant? Pickle Lily. It's a relish. They say it's British, but they really don't know where it came from. Pickle Lily is a mustard it's kind of a mustard pickle, and it's usually made with pearl onions, capers, small pickling cucumbers, and cauliflower. I have zucchini, onions, and cauliflower. I have cauliflower because my cousin Marilyn left me a lovely bunch of cauliflower in the fridge, and I never noticed it. So we're going to get the small stuff done first. I'm using the 1/2-inch blade on the chopper because I'm filming this while I'm doing this too, guys. I'm using the 1/2-inch blade on the chopper so that I can get, it's a chunky relish, okay? But apparently, I tried now. They call for, when you make Pickle Lily relish, they actually call for you to make a flour thickened sauce. You can leave that out because you know you can't can this. You can't can the, you can't can flour and stuff. But I do have some clear gel. So I am going to use that. But if you don't have clear gel, just don't make the thickening part, right? So, let's see. Come on. These are like French fry sizes, but it is a relish. Now, this is going to have to be salted and sit in the fridge overnight. Hey, Okie Homestead, how's it going? Now, I've got small ones in here. I'm going to be using them, and I'm going to be using up my cauliflower. Look what was hiding. Look what was hiding. This one I'm going to peel before I blanch it. There was some controversy about whether zucchini should be blanched or not. The first time I did them and I froze them without blanching, when I stir-fried them, they disintegrated. If I blanch them, it kind of sets them somehow, and you still get pieces. So I'm going to set this aside for a second. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to use our yellow. So we're just calling this kitchen sink Pickle Lily relish. And it's really wonderful on ham sandwiches, on roast beef. It's one of those relishes that, you know, people kind of left along the way, I guess, when they came over from the old country. But I've had it and I love it. So there we've got a yellow zucchini, we got a green zucchini in here. I'm not making a huge amount, but I was going to make some green. Oh, and I saw a bean in my garden. I saw it, but it's raining again. I can't go out. And everybody knows, right, that you don't. Let me just make sure I'm on live chat here. Whoops. Come on. There. Everybody knows we had huge storms. I got this chopper from Temu, and what I like about it is somebody pointed it out to me. I didn't even know. Is that one of the things I have trouble with is cleaning this. But look, there's a button on here. Look. And it pushes the stuff out. Hi from Vienna, Austria. I saute onions, garlic, and zucchini and spinach and use it as a topping on hot Italian subs. Ooh. So, now we're going to do onions. And while I'm doing this, folks, my vegetables are all washed. And I'm just going to sprinkle some salt on here because we want to drain these off. We want to get as much of the water so that when we cook it, it's not watery. You know what I mean? So let's get on with the cauliflower and the onions. My cousin came up to visit and she brought food from her fridge because she didn't want it to go bad. So she put it in my fridge and we went away and I completely forgot I had a cauliflower in the fridge. Now, I am going to very carefully trim any parts off of here that are discolored. It's been washed, but if you can't wash off the discolor, you're going to cut it off. So I'm just going to take these florets off and check them. No leaves. Now, I don't have pearl onions. I just have plain onions, so I'm just going to chop them. So don't be emailing me from Great Britain saying, that's not how you make Pickle Lily. I've just told you. This is kitchen sink Pickle Lily. Hey, Corey, how's it going? My nice tripod that you sent me is out in the coach, and I've already been out to the garden. I do not have the knees to get in and out of the coach. I'm still recovering from being at the races. So let's cut these parts off. See, you know, there's a little bit of blackness on there. This is all getting chopped up anyway, so I'm just going to cut that little bit of discoloration off. There we go. And get the rest of this done. So yeah, it's supposed to rain all week. So I'm either going to have one huge harvest of beans or hardly any at all. I don't know. Now I'm going to be cutting these vegetables up in the chopper. And I'm going to salt them and put them in the fridge overnight. I suppose I'm supposed to put water in it. But salt works. It's a brine. Okay. So let's cut you out of there. One thing about cutting the florets apart is you will find little, if there's something, you know, if it's turning, you can cut those little pieces off. You'll see them better. All right, let's chop up our cauliflower here. I'm having a fine day. Hey, Janice, Donna, lol, Susie W. So I'm just going to now put these through the chopper. Someone said, oh, it can't be that great of a chopper if you have to slam it. I slammed every chopper I've ever used. So this video is because this is a 2-day process. I have to make my vinegar and spices and set them in the fridge overnight. And these are going to be salted and put in the fridge overnight. Now, people like chunks, little pearl onions, and, you know, pickling cucumbers or gherkin-sized cucumbers. Again, this is kitchen sink Pickle Lily. And you need to be gone Let's see, I'm almost done with the cauliflower here. I don't like my relish too chunky. I like pieces, but I don't like it too chunky. So, whoop, I missed one. Let's get you down there a little bit. Okay. There is the cauliflower. And into the bowl that goes. So, again, this is kitchen sink Pickle Lily. It's a mustard pickle. However, it calls for turmeric, and all I have is curry. So we're going to make a curry mustard Pickle Lily. And let me see if there's anything else in here. The onions. We're going to do the onions now. I'm going to use all three of these larger sized onions. These are just your regular yellow onions. What the heck is the hole in the... There it is. I gotta peel them first. I'm afraid to touch this because it'll start bouncing. I think I'm gonna do I got a rolled turkey breast in the freezer. I might put that in the air fryer tonight. I don't know. I am making a mess. What do I have to put my mess in? Oh, there we go. Whoops. Sorry, folks. Hope you can still see. This paper bag can hold everything I want to put in the compost. And the entire paper bag can go into the compost heap. Why? Because it's an unbleached brown paper, right? So let's put you down there. Get all my bits and pieces from the cauliflower and the onion and all that stuff in there. We'll peel the onions first. Excuse me, folks. Oh, I was just about to wipe my face with my shirt, but you don't need to be flashed today. So this is what I have so far. This is what I have so far is zucchini and cauliflower. And I'm going to salt it. It says to put it in a saltwater brine overnight, but I don't see how that's... You got to rinse it anyway, so it kind of does look like popcorn. Let me stir it and show you. I'm not wasting anything. This is what it looks like so far. And now we got to do the onions. Make the best book covers. That's true. That is true. And if you are from the Reading with Beverly Wolfe channel, I will be doing a Little House Live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I do believe we're doing this on the shores of Silver Lake, and I do believe tonight is Christmas Eve. We have tomatoes. We have onions in the coach, so I'll have Howie bring them in tonight. Maybe I'll make stir-fried zucchini and onions over rice for supper tonight. Maybe. So I have 3 onions about this size. I'm not measuring anything, folks. I'm not measuring. I'm going to figure this out by the time... I will figure out how much I need by the amount of vegetables I have. Come on, you. These need to be cut a little bit more. And I should have a candle going, but... Deborah. These are pretty pungent onions. Should have lit a candle. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't. Wrinkly outer skin. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to push that button. Make sure everything comes out. We'll put our chopper in the sink. There's our onions. I'll be right back. This one is from Temu. This one is from Temu. Oof. Okay. Onions do it to me all the time. All right, now I'm just going to salt these. Salt pulls the moisture out so that when I rinse these tomorrow, when I take these out of the fridge, these are going to be soaking in liquid just because I gave them a good portion of salt. Mix it in and then rinse my hands because every little nick on my hands is going to hate that salt. So that's what's going in the fridge overnight. And after, I will make the spiced vinegar. And we will pickle and can them tomorrow. Now I'm just going to start cutting up the zucchini. Oh. Sorry, whatever makes my eyes water makes my nose run too, so. All right. Hey, Freaky Geek. I see it. Well, I have had varying results with Temu. Now, this one is going to have to be peeled because it's just so big. Now I'm just going to get my zucchinis ready for blanching and freezing. I'm going to turn this camera off because this part of that video is done. Okay. Howie doesn't like big chunks. So I'm trying to, I like chunks, so I have to kind of, this is about all I can get him to eat. But that's life, right? So how's everybody doing today? I went out, I saw a yellow bean, so I'm sure I've got beans out there. I just can't work in among the beans while the foliage is wet. Beans are weird that way. Beans, if you walk through the garden and the foliage is wet and then you walk up and work in your beans, they're very sensitive to diseases that come from other plants that don't bother other plants. And I learned the hard way that working among the beans while they're wet, I got less of a crop later on. You know how you can pick and they'll come back, pick and they'll come back. Well, mine were coming back stunted. And I think I might peel you a little bit. The yellow one here. Just take some of the peel. There's a spot there. I'm just going to peel off the spots that, because I picked these ones yesterday. There. Compost. I'm sorry if I'm not seeing the chat very well. Maybe I will have stir-fried zucchini and onions over rice, except that I just used up my onions. Oh. Angela, my beans died. I'm planting again. My spring cabbages were the size of marbles. Really? My cabbages are the only thing that did really well, and I think it's because they don't need a pollinator. They don't have a flower. So, hey, Crystal, how are you? Britt, how are you? So these are all going to be salted and then rinsed and then blanched and then frozen. Just like my last batch. Like, people are like, want a new video every day, but sometimes, you know, I'm doing things several times, like, you know, getting my zucchini ready for the freezer. Okay. Your skin feels a little tough. I'm gonna just peel. I'm not really peeling them. I'm just, if you can see, it's still yellow. I'm just taking, peeling off some of the toughness in the skin. If the skin is tough, you peel it. But, you know, there's a lot of nutrients in the skin, so do it very, very lightly. This is a yellow zucchini. I think I'll be saving, letting one zucchini go big this year. The yellow zucchini don't seem to get as big as the green zucchini. And I don't know why. But, ooh, since we don't have Life with the Wolfies until the 20th of October. If I talk to the watermelons, will they talk back? They haven't so far. My watermelons are that big right now, but at least they're coming. So we'll see. I did Sugar Baby because they're supposed to be really sweet and early. And even though they're early, they're not doing well in my garden because, like everything else, it's like everything's late. So if I get a watermelon, I'll be lucky. So we'll see. But like I said, even with a cauliflower going wonky in the fridge, nothing's getting wasted. I'm telling you. I don't know what my garden's got. I got some peppers out there, but they don't seem to be ripening all that much. So we'll see. All right, here comes the big mother. Oh my gosh. This one is going to get peeled because at this size, the skin is going to be tough. We also have a boxer named Gracie. She was bred by our boxer male today. Really? I don't know if I put up Gracie's video. I made a video from Gracie's channel last night. And you actually can hear her say please because I was able to turn the... last time I had a zucchini this big, I made a pie. Mock apple pie, and Howie could not tell the difference. I have a feeling we're going to be eating a lot of zucchini this winter. My watermelons are about this big if I'm lucky. There hasn't been, it's just been anything that flowers is that needed a flower, like that has a flower to be pollinated, is late. And I do believe it's because of the smoke in June, the end of May, beginning of June, with the wildfires. There. This is a big zucchini. So we'll see. We'll see. But really, when they're this big, guys, do you leave the centers in? I don't think I'm going to leave the centers in. And if I want to stir fry zucchinis tonight, I'll just take some out of this bowl and rinse them and stir fry them. I can't show you, but this is a lot of zucchini. First time having this problem, Central Iowa. Here the cornworm beetle. It just keeps fading and eats the bloom. Centers will make the food slimy. Okay. So I don't have any centers in some of these, so I'm just gonna, just the ones where the seeds are. You know what? Take them out. If I can push it out with my thumb, then it's too soft and needs to be taken out. Cut those in 4. Yeah, it's pretty bad when you can't rely on your garden. But, you know, I'm not the only one. A lot of people are having problems with their gardens this year. Except Beth Grant DeRuse. She has a bumper crop this year. It's on steroids or whatever. But then she lives in California, so we don't know. Right? Oddly satisfying. Oddly satisfying. This bowl is going to be overflowing. But when I put them in the freezer, I will take out my rolled turkey breast for the, I'm going to be doing it in the air fryer tonight. I do think I am going to stir fry some strawberries, some zucchinis over, have some zucchinis and onions over rice tonight. Oh. Simple meals are the best. Simple meals are the best. Right? Howie may not be fond of zucchini, but he had no idea in that soup I made. Hey, Edie! Hi! Evangeline! You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. That's a little high. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll always know, dear, how much we love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right. Yeah, it's kind of just easy to push this through. Hey, Kathy, how are you today? I have a teaser announcement, guys. You know my all powers generator that, or power station that, the 2000 watt one? The company wants me to preview a 600 watt one. Now, it won't power anybody's oxygen machines or anything, I don't think, for any real length of time. But it's a smaller version. These have to be cut more or Howie will notice them. There's a smaller version, and they're going to send me 2 of them. So, They're not going to send you one, but I'm going to do a draw, and I'm going to give one of them away. They're going to send me 2 of them. They're 600 watts with solar panels, and I will be able to give one away. So that's coming up. Like, I'm sure a 600 watt you could use in your car for portable oxygen tanks or whatever. And you could, it's a smaller version. Like the ones we have, the 2000 watt ones, they're huge, right? Hey, Mennonite Farmhouse. She said, I love her. I love you too, Evangeline. Or Evangeline. So that's coming up. Oh. This is not Pink Himalayan salt. This is kosher salt that I got. I couldn't find pickling salt, so all I could find was kosher salt. And kosher salt is pretty much the same thing. It's got no additives in it. So whether it's kosher salt or pickling salt, it's the fact that you have no additives that's the important part. I think I'll let one of these green zucchinis get really big and let it just go to seed. Although I do have some zucchini, even though they'll probably be hybrid with the yellow and the crookneck and stuff. With the yellow and the crookneck, it doesn't matter. It's pretty much zucchini is zucchini is zucchini, right? Whether it's yellow or green or wrinkled or crooked necked. I know crookneck squash isn't technically a zucchini, but it's close enough. Close enough. Aww. Evangeline is correct. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm almost done here. And then I got to get my water on to boil for the blanching. And then I got to get my dishes done. And when I put my zucchini in the freezer, I'll be taking out. Do you want a video on tonight's supper? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. What did I just miss? Hey, Earth Muffin Mama. Nine years, Katie. Well, I've been on YouTube since September 2009. But in reality, I didn't become more visible until about 2012. And that's when Noreen of Noreen's Kitchen took me under her wing. All right. Oh, more zucchini for the freezer. And taught me so much. So let me just drop these in the bag here. I use brown paper bags for all kinds of stuff. Like if I go to Giant Tiger now, they'll give you a bag, but it's paper, and that's fine with me. If I don't take my reusable ones with me, that's fine with me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this salted zucchini into this big strainer. And then I'm going to put it back in the bowl. And that's just going to draw off a lot of the water from the zucchini. And then we'll rinse it and blanch it. So, here we go. I don't know what we were talking about a second ago. Oh, right. So there is, hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, there is a small power station giveaway coming up. And since I'm doing most of my, I need a new camera. I need so many things. Since Life with the Wolfies, and this is what upsets me, okay? If you could see my earning revenue, I've just started earning, a little bit of money on Life with the Wolfies. just started. And now they've slapped my wrist. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't even allowed to make a post to tell the Life with the Wolfies folks that I had gotten a strike. Let's not talk about it. What I want to say is, since the strike, my income went like this to this on Life with the Wolfies because nobody's watching it, because there's nothing new coming out. And the problem with that is, and the problem with the way YouTube has handled it, is that people think I've just, if you aren't on any of my other channels, you're only on Life with the Wolfies, you may think I've just up and left, right? And this was me stating my opinion and true facts, and yet they didn't like my opinion, so they're deciding to slap my wrist and stop me from earning my income. But it doesn't just stop me from earning that bit of income. It puts my channel in jeopardy of completely disappearing. I've only got like 3,500 subscribers on Life with the Wolfies. And if I can't live stream and I can't put up my projects and stuff like that, I'm going to put them on a playlist here on Our Half Acre Homestead under Life with the Wolfies. The playlist will be called Life with the Wolfies. And then when I get my channel back, I will move it all over. Is a no-no. I know it's a no-no. Free speech is absolutely a no-no in this time, but we're not going to let it stop us. Okay? So I would appreciate it if ever you get a chance, go over and look at Life with the Wolfies and watch a video or two, because I went from making $3 a day down to making 8 cents a day just since they've slapped my wrist. But don't watch it unless you're into it. So, however, I have another project coming up. When Arthur and Mel took over the house that they've bought, which was originally Mel's grandparents' house, I was looking at this lamp. It was a 3-candle kind of chandelier, this brass thing, and it was missing the tops, and it was just kind of ugly. But you know me, I love lamps, right? And so I said to Arthur, what are you going to do with that lamp? He said, I'll take it right off the ceiling right now if you want it. And I said, yes. So it's sitting outside, this nasty old brass lamp, and I'm going to, because in my bedroom I have a ceiling fan with one little bulb light in it. And oh God, Katie, quilting will be when I can get there. Trust me, I don't have the time right now. And so there's going to be a project of me taking that lamp and sprucing it up, and Howie taking down this big, disgusting, ugly ceiling fan and putting up my little lamp. So that's all you're going to hear about that. That's going to happen probably in the next week or so. But again, there'll be a Life with the Wolfies playlist. It's a winter project as well, but then in the winter I'm doing Christmas stuff and decorating, and we're going to be moving things around. My office is going to become a spare bedroom, and my bedroom is going to become my bedroom/office. So that's kind of coming up at October, November, right? And plus we're going to have the greeting card seed exchange. I'm going to be announcing that at the end of October to get everybody ready to sign up for it. And what you're going to need, what everybody needs to know about that is if you sign up for the greeting card seed exchange, you commit to sending out 5 greeting cards over the Christmas holidays. It can be any greeting card you want. If it's just a thinking of you, it can be fine. We're taking advantage of the Christmas mailing season to send seeds. Okay. So this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to commit to sending 5 people the addresses that I will give you, a greeting card over the Christmas holidays or during the Christmas holidays with a packet of vegetable seeds in it or herb seeds. Okay? Now, when everybody joins up, I'm going to get your name and your address, and I'm going to try and put everybody in zones. No, I'm not making 15-minute cities. But, you know, I have folks on here from Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, and they actually will do, and PEI, and they will actually do better exchanging seeds with each other because they're in similar growing zones. You see what I mean? So she's going to make us zone out. Oh, freaky geek. You're so funny. Anyway, folks, I have to get back to work. I got dishes to do, and I got to get my blanching water on, and all sorts of fun stuff. So thanks for joining me in the kitchen today while I worked on zucchini and pickle lily relish. I now have to go set up my camera, and I have to make my spiced vinegar. All right. This is Mrs.V, live from my kitchen, saying thanks for keeping me company while I worked. Mwah! Have a great day. Love. Period.